Hi, I'm Brett Parker, multimedia specialist with Dairy Foods Magazine. And today we're highlighting Rumiano Cheese Company, as they've recently announced a new line of organic cheese dips, beginning with pepper jack queso and three cheese dip. Here to discuss this is Rumiano CEO Joe Baird. Joe, thank you so much for joining us today.
You bet. Thanks, Brett.
Can you explain the initial inspiration behind this new line of organic cheese dips?
Yes, I mean, this has been really on our product roadmap for a while. I guess we start with making sure that we really get the maximum value for every drop of organic milk. It's really a precious resource, and we're stewards of that. Beyond that, we really think about, we have a very strong presence on the dairy wall, but what else can we do that's really adjacent to using this incredible product? So this is I wouldn't say the first of many, but certainly the first in a bit in terms of new product as we think about how really in this case indulgent snacks and how to really maximize the value of our organic milk.
What are the biggest challenges of creating these types of organic cheese dips?
Uh, Probably a couple. One is focus as an organization. So in terms of, this is, we are a vertically integrated organization with manufacturing and packaging and farm operations and that sort of thing. And so, the first thing we really need to do is like really to start to really deepen our DNA around product development. So that was really job one. The second is, really our framework in terms of ingredients. It needs to be organic, clean ingredients, simple, and then really flavor packed. And then the third challenge we faced is really processing or co-processing capabilities on the West Coast, and those are the things that we're clearly now overcoming.
Rumiano is noted for being innovative when it comes to organic cheese making.
Mhm.
Would you say are the most important standards and practices your company has in place when it comes to crafting an organic cheese product?
Yeah. We really believe it starts on the farm. And so our, in terms of uh, beyond organic, American Humane, collaboration of pasture management, really sharing of really best practices within those farms, really in terms of that we have really the very best practices and Jersey cows that really then leads to incredible organic cheese. So that's first and foremost. Then, really the second is really just this mantra of really every drop counts. So in terms of really taking that and really getting the maximum value. So in our case, cheese, butter, protein, lactose, and then clean water really goes into the kind of wastewater treatment system. So for us, it's really closed loop thinking, and then obviously that starts really with really the very best practices on the farm.
Are there specific consumer trends that influence your business decisions, or do you tend to follow your intuition more when it comes to cheese products?
Both, certainly we always keep an eye out in terms of what's happening in the market. That needs to be listen to our customers and our consumers, and then also listen to what's happening from a nutrition standpoint. We start there. And then in terms of back that up to really the learnings we have as an organization, we have this, as you know, this is a 106-year-old company. So what are the lessons that we learned? How do we learn from that? But really then make sure that we're a foot forward, thinking about innovation that's happening in the marketplace.
Well, speaking of lessons, I asked this question because your company is known for award-winning cheese and pioneering new organic products, like you said, over a
Mm.
106-year period.
Hmm.
Are there simple practices or ideals every and any cheesemaker should be implementing that could make any cheese product better?
Hmm. Uh, well, for us, we truly believe it's about what comes into the plant. So highest quality of milk coming into the plant, and then really minimal intervention from our perspective. So simple ingredients, letting nature speak. Really, that's really what has been really the key to our success.
Fantastic. Well, that's all the time that we have for today. Joe Baird of Rumiano Cheese, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Great. Thanks, Brett.
And thank you all for watching.